Hold up, before you get to watching this video, let me talk to you for a second. Hit that bell down below and subscribe to the Fitz Take Podcast YouTube channel so you'll know when every episode is dropping or if something has been posted on this page. Also, be sure to follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. Now back to the episode.
The other team that was in the Super Bowl last year, George Kittle and the San Francisco 49ers. George Kittle hit the presser last week. And, me and you are both reporters.
Yeah.
So it means a lot to us. And so what we show up in most times. Sometimes we do be on chill. We do chill on some days. But most times we do pull up on something nice and swaggy. But he has something to say to the reporters if you have that video for us, Fitz.
We begin. So you guys are out there at every practice. You guys watch us all the time. But there's a special teams period where I catch some footballs, and I like to observe you guys. And you guys really need to up your sneaker game. It's absolutely atrocious. I got some Vomeros. Those are fire. And Grant wears Vans every single day. New Balances. They look like Vans. Yeah, those are Vans. It's okay. But you wear those every day, so I need you to switch those up. But I observe all your guys' shoes, and I am disappointed in you guys as a community. So if we could up those, please. It's year 8, guys. Let's figure this out together. Okay, now it's all you guys.
That's something. That is something. Because you ain't finna play me, George. You're not finna talk about me. Hey, brother, you ain't finna get on me like that.
But can you do a favor? Do us a favor, though, Fitz, here. You out there during training camp, it's about 85, 90 degrees. You're out there on grass.
Bro, I'm not dripped out.
Tell them you're tired. Go ahead, tell them you're tired some days.
Bro, I'm not dripped out. I'm probably wearing some basketball shorts. I'm probably wearing some kind of T-shirt. And I'm going to be wearing some sneakers, bro. But I'm not finna be wearing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna be wearing no J's or nothing like that out there. I'm not finna be wearing no Forces or nothing out there. I'm finna be getting something because, we go to a lot of high schools and stuff where it's not turf in many of the places that we cover. And then, if we out at UL on their practice field, there's grass out there. Bro, I ain't trying to get all my shoes all dirty and muddy or nothing like that, bro. No, I ain't coming in there. Some days I might even pull up in some slides. You never know, bro. You never know. It just depends on how chill I'm gonna be. You know what I'm saying? But no, it's all a good fun, man. I would have felt a little play sitting on that front row, but I'd have been sliding my feet under that chair.
I mean, are you asking
about me?
That's his opening statement. So are you asking a question after that? Like, what is your question following a statement like that? What's your opening
what shoes do you have on today, George? What are your shoes? Since you're talking about shoes, mister. Yeah, because I bet if he just got out of practice or if it's, a game or something, he probably ain't got no sneakers on. He probably not. He ain't got sneakers on every single time. He ain't dripped out like that every single time.
And that's the thing about it. I feel like most of these guys don't understand sometimes as reporters, like you said, we're out there, now we're not fully in helmets and shoulder pads and stuff like you guys. But at the same time, we're trying to be comfortable because we're out here sweating, out here 9 times out of 10 following the football, following you guys, just trying to get the best shots as possible. We have a collar shirt in the car, but we got to get after that the post game stuff that we got to get on camera for.
You feel me? Like this is the game of how this really goes. So I learned after covering LSU so many times, like I come there, I have a collar shirt, but I come in with a T-shirt. I shoot the whole game. Mind you, the camera that I got to put it on the shoulder like this, and I'm looking through an eyepiece, and then I got to kneel. So for those of you that are not in markets like a LSU, some SEC schools, depending on how the stadium seating is, they'll ask you to kneel. So I got on knee pads. And I'm kneeling for this entire game, and I'm holding this camera like this. And like Elijah said, we following the ball, we doing all of this stuff. We trying to stay steady. So, bro, like them first 4 to 5 weeks, hey, that's a workout. Then, not to mention, you got to walk up and down these sidelines, or sometimes you got to run. Because if, say for instance, Jaden Daniels takes a snap on the 10-yard line, and you're facing him on the 20 back this way, and he takes off running. It's so many times I'll be following somebody down the sidelines and I'll be like, please don't let him get caught. Because if he gets caught, now I got to take off running with this camera, run all the way down there. So I got to get up off my knees, run all the way down there, like Scooby-Doo and them, all the way down there, get down on the other end so I can get back in front of the ball. So it's been plenty of times. My next clip.
Yep.
Look like this. because I'm trying to catch my breath, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play ball, and look, it's nothing like playing football. I'm not saying that, but for people that are TV reporters on a day-to-day basis, like that's the reality. If you MMJing shooting a football game, you're working out. So excuse me, brother, if I ain't got on the nicest of sneakers out here, but you're gonna have to understand, and you're gonna take this question. Here we go.
Yo, I feel the same way. I mean, I feel like, George sees him day to day. Of course, if he's known what kind of Vans the guy has on. But at the end of the day, that job, like you said, is a workout, man. And pray to God it's no huddle. If it's a no huddle, Lord, you know what I'm saying?
I'm getting on one end and I'm staying down there. No, I ain't flipping. I'm not flipping. I'm flipping at quarters and halftime. That's it. That's the only time I'm flipping. That's the only time.
Bro, they don't understand.
I'm not moving.
They don't understand. Because if you don't understand, like, that is really, like you said, it's a workout. You're running up and down. When I first got to Louisiana, when I got to Lafayette, I should say, Fitz had a book bag with a water pouch. Like he was like, listen,
thought it was a game.
The first thing he said to me is, you need to invest in one of these. I'm not gonna lie to you. You need to invest in one of these. Get you a little water as you go up and down. It is the 99, 90, 100 degrees, 85, whatever. It's hot. It's hot out there. Even when the sun is going down at 7 p.m., it still feel like it's noon.
Just like Glow said, it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I got this big old camera. Shoot. Come on, man.
You need to invest in one of these. And,
I got to find that thing, too. While you said that, I think it might be in one of the back of them units at work. I got to find it. Because I missed that. Because the way it was, Megan put me on this. Shout out to Megan. She had our last day with us a couple of days ago. Shout outs to her. But she put me on to this. Put the bag on. And in the little arm things, it's got a little spout. And you can take it and got the water. And you put it right here and be drinking out of it and be standing there waiting. So let me tell you something. I take a big thing of ice and put it down in the middle of that bag and just let it melt. That'll last me all day long. It'd be perfect. It's great. Great investment. Great investment.
Fitz got many gadgets. I'm not going. If you see him in person, he got many gadgets. But that one right there, that goes at number one on the list for me. Where he told me I need to invest. Because I seen that and I was like, yo, he's absolutely right. Like you said, you run up and down the field because you're following the offense more times than none. So you got to follow the ball, get on the offensive side of the ball. So like I said, they could go in no huddle. They could go, probably get 10 yards a pop, whatever. You got to follow the football. Fight through, depending on what game, like a high school game, you got to fight through some of the sidelines, juke some of the players, get around, turn around, and hope that you catch the play. And hope.
Oh, ain't nothing worse. Ain't nothing worse than when you running down the sidelines and somebody getting your way. Now you got to juke with them doing spin moves all up. Move, brother. You know what the deal is. Then, at LSU, again, for people that don't know, so LSU has most of their games on TV. Matter of fact, all their games on TV to some capacity. So there's this big jib arm that they have, and it rolls on wheels. This thing is huge. It takes up the whole sideline in behind the player's bench. So it's times where you have to wait. You either have to get in front of that thing or you have to wait for it to clear as it's rolling because it's so big. If you don't, this thing will run over you because it's carrying a camera way up in the air on his arm. So that big aerial shot that you see on TV is on this big arm and it cranes over the top, right? So it's times they get a turnover. We trying to bust down and run, and they like, hold up. Come on, man. They finna score by the time you roll down there. And they can still roll while they on top of this jib, and it's an operator controlling the camera. They can see everything. We got to wait. Oh, there's been times you just going to have to run over me, brother. I'm going to run around this thing, and I book it around there. Yeah, man, it's crazy. So we say all that to say I'm not trying to crease up my shoes, my nice ones. So I might not wear them. I just might not wear them. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking on that, Fitz, do you have a play in mind or something in mind, a game in mind, that when you were going up and down the field and you missed it and it made you upset because it's the hassle you had to go through?
Plenty of times at LSU. I can't tell you an exact time that I know it's happened. It's happened at UL too, for sure. Whether there's been times where, which again, this is all a part of the tricks of the trade. So if you're a sports reporter and you're listening to this, listen to what I'm saying. The first thing you want to do when you get to any stadium is you want to find where the editing position that you will be in that stadium. Because if you go on a road game, it's going to be completely different. You don't know the stadium, so you got to find it, right? So the way we used to do at UL, I don't do this anymore. But UL is one of the stadiums where to get in it, you have to go down through the bowl, down on the field like this. Some stadiums, you can just walk straight onto the field. The only way you can do that at UL is you have to go around the backside, go down the ramp, which is where the players and coaches come down when they're entering for the game. So at halftime, we would have to get off the field, go all the way up these bleachers. So you go up this level, you get on the concourse. From the concourse, you take an elevator up, you get to the press box. That takes 5 minutes to do that. Halftime only 15. So now I got 10 minutes to edit. I'm going to take this card, put it into the camera, put it into the computer, boom, export it. By the time I'm editing good, the team out there warming up. Now, and not to mention, they hold the elevator for the coaches. So it might be a time when you get to the elevator and they're like, hold up, the coach is coming up. So I forgot about that. So you really got about 5 minutes to edit. So what we started doing is, at halftime, or when it would get close to halftime, I'd run up with the players up that hill, and I would go to the post-game room and just edit in there. Because at least I'm on the same level. Now, when I come down, it's a lot shorter distance. It's a lot shorter time. It's tricks to the trade. There's so many things that you got to learn how to do to be able to get consistent. I'm going to tell this story, then we're going to go to the next topic. When I went to UL played Rice in, was it 22? Yeah, it was 22. So that was the first time I was covering a road game in a regular season matchup. And they were playing Rice. I'd never been to the stadium. Rice, the way their stadium was, it was just like UL. The only way to get to the field is you had to go up, you had to go down through the bleachers, go down onto the field. And so I'm talking to the SID, and I'm going back and forth, asking them, is there an area that I can edit on the floor level? And he was like, well, we have a room where we're going to have the post-game interview for Coach Desimo afterwards. I said, cool, can I just edit in there? He said, sure, that's fine. But for like me to initially go and talk to him, I had to go up to the press box. To get to their press box, you had to go up the bleachers, get on the concourse, take one elevator. You get on that elevator, that takes you to like the suite levels. Then you got to climb some stairs. So I had to take all my gear, tripod, big old camera, backpack, all that stuff on the elevator, go all the way up the stairs, got up there, and then go up another level to get like to the top part. So I really had to go up like 3 to 4 flights to get to the press box. I couldn't imagine having to edit at halftime. I wouldn't have made it. And I'd have got up there and they'd have been back out for the third quarter. I couldn't have done it. So I ended up editing on the ground level, and I was right across from where UL was dressing at in the locker room. Now I'm gonna say this because we got to do better as athletic departments. Man, Rice, the area where we were interviewing Coach Dez at was like a closet. It was it was cobwebs and stuff in there. It was old chairs and benches and stuff. I was, what is this? And the little area we just set up a little dusty table to talk to him. Now, mind you, this was also a very tough day because they ended up losing the game. UL at the time had the nation's longest standing win streak. They were coming off of the 21 season where they went 13-1, and they went on that 13-game win streak. They won their, first 2 games, and then this was their third game, so this was their first road game. So they lost that game, emotional loss, because the streak is over. You know, they lost to a Rice team that people felt like they shouldn't have lost to, whatever. So now we in this room, and we interviewing him in this closet, and we got to ask him these tough questions of what happened. And we in a closet, bro. This area, I'm sitting here at my kitchen table. This area was about this big. We in there interviewing him, me and Kevin Foote. And we talking to this man. I said, look, what is this? What is this? What is this? So these are I say all that to say, I'm not worried about tennis shoes. Because I got to interview a coach in a closet. I'm not worried about that. All right?
Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.